Please use the link below to get the notes, questions and other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share to others for our daily new videos.
Right guys, let's look at VAT. This is mathematical literacy, paper 1. As you know, the paper changed. Paper 1, we always have finance, data handling, and a little bit of probability, whereas paper 2 will have maps, plans, measurements, and a little bit of probability. All right, I found out that people cannot really interpret VAT. They always think that once you're given a question, you always start with 0.15 times the amount they've given you, and that's how some people do it. Anyway, let's go into details. What is VAT? We'll start from here and say VAT, it's usually VAT, which stands for value added tax. This is charged on some goods or services, and goods that have VAT, we call them VAT inclusive. Whereas those that do not have VAT, no VAT, I will write it like that. You say no VAT. These are called VAT exclusive. VAT exclusive what? Goods. You might say products. All right. What we have to know is that VAT is charged at a certain percentage, which is 15%. Now, the questions that you expect, there would be calculate the amount of VAT charged, or they might ask you to exclude VAT, and the other one has to be, you have to include VAT. They might give you some questions concerning that, but what you expect once you see VAT, you're either going to exclude or to include, or they might ask you how much VAT was paid on this. But what I want you to know now, let me summarize it for you. We start because when the price of any good that has VAT at first, let me say, I will write exclude here. Then I will have my VAT. Then I will have my what? Include. Those are the three categories. At first, the price is at 100%. Now, if you're going to include the 15%, so exclude plus the VAT, you get what we call VAT inclusive, and you end up having 115. The easiest question or the easiest way to interpret the calculations before you start anything, because now some people get confused when they're asked include VAT, they don't know what to do, or exclude VAT, they don't know what to do. I'll show you the three methods I know. Number one, so easy. For example, we shall take this. If you're given any amount in a scenario and they tell you the person pays, let's say someone called who? Peter pays 450 excluding excluding VAT. Now they ask you, let's say A, how much will he pay in VAT? So this is straightforward. So it means it excludes. So it means it has no VAT. It's at 100%. But we want to know how much will he pay in VAT. So simply meaning, because it's excluding, so we shall say, because you're looking for VAT, we shall start with 15% times the money he wants to pay. So the amount you get here, this will be the value of VAT. Patch it in your calculator. This probably could be 67 rands 50 cents. This is, take note of this, 450 excluding VAT. So how much will he pay in VAT, or how much will he pay to VAT? This is how we do it. Why have I used this? Because the amount excludes VAT. Together. So now maybe question number 2, they say, how much, we say, how much does Peter pay altogether? Altogether simply meaning now the price including what? Including VAT. So now when you see this, it will be the same as, let me do this. It will be the 450 that he has paid without VAT now is including VAT. That means it's adding VAT. So his amount will equal to 517 rands 50 cents. Don't forget to put the R there. So this is the money now. This includes what? VAT. Another method for the same question of B, it would be so simple. Remember our table that we have on top here, this table of ours, 100 for excluding. When the price has no VAT, it's at 100%. When we VAT itself, it's at 15%. Then we need to include VAT. We end up having 100 plus 15, we get a 115%. So now you could also use that method whereby you'd say, this is method 2. Let's use method 2. We shall say, because we are including, so simply meaning we are looking at 115% from our table. But 115% it's the same as 115 over 100, which is the same as 1,15. Remember how we got the 115? We added the 100% before VAT, then we added the 15%, which is VAT. Now we have 115. That's when we are including VAT. But then we go on and say the one that we've taken here, it will be the same as 1,15 times the price that you have. This moment we have 450. We are including VAT using the second method. So we shall say 1,15 times 450. You get a straight answer, which is that much. Are we there? Method number 3. Method number 3, we shall use a certain formula. this could be not that much complicated. It's a general formula. So we are, method number 3, we are still including. So my answer has to include. So it will equal to the amount given to me times the percentage that I want over the percentage that I have. In this moment in time, we have the amount that we are given. Amount that's given, it's 450 times what is the percentage I want. I want to include VAT. So I come here. This is it. Together, 115. Okay, I have one. Sorry, I want 115. So I'll write it down there. I'll say 450 times the percentage I want. I want 115 over what percentage do I have? Remember, the amount that I had, this one excludes VAT. Simply means it's at 100%. So the percentage I have is 100%. What value do I get? So I still have my answer as 1. It's up to you to choose which method will be easy for you. Don't forget to put what we call the units. Money in South Africa is measured in rands and cents. So you do that. All right. That's how we do calculations in most cases. And take note that if the scenario has any price and they mention that this price excludes VAT, you should always include VAT unless stated otherwise. Unless stated otherwise. We shall be seeing something small here about the till slip. All right, when you take a look at this, slip, let's analyze it. It was taken from a certain shop. That's the name of the shop on top. And the location of the shop, the address is there. They might ask you what's the use of the till slip having a cell phone number or a telephone number. The possible answers would be to, if you've got a wrong item overcharged, then you can easily call you call to inquire about that. Why should a slip have a VAT number? This simply means that this shop is VAT compliant. It pays VAT to the government. Together. All right, let's look at the items that were bought here. Items that were bought, we have the number of items. It will always show here, or it's always at the bottom, or before the amount that you paid. It's always there at the bottom. Then they might ask you what kind of payment was made. This was swiping. Someone used a card, credit card. Then if at all it was cash, you would see cash somewhere here. Then they would show you the change. Then what symbol would show you that because here it's a mixture of items that are both VAT inclusive and VAT exclusive. Then when you look at it critically, you see that you see zero rated items, which is they have no VAT. They paid this much on those items. The tax, this simply means VAT, it's 00. And the same answer is the same number you have here is the same answer. Why? 0 plus that, you get this much. But look at this icon here. Look at that as icon, the star. The star simply means the item has no VAT on it. So how many items do we have that didn't have VAT? We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So now they might ask you how, or show how the value of 7,9, which is the VAT value. 7,9 was, sorry, 7, this one here, 7, how was it determined? So now remember, the prices already include VAT. We are looking at how they ended up having the, we look at how they ended up having, how did they get the VAT? How did they get the VAT? This is done, it will depend on the scenario that you have, because in most cases, it will be given like this. The price will, here, this price that you see here at this level here, this one, this price that you see here at this level here, it does not have VAT. This one here also doesn't have VAT. Together, but it has this price here. The price there doesn't have VAT. All right, let's see. So how was the 7,9 got, or 7 rands 90 cents? How was it got? So they took the total amount without VAT and they multiplied it with 15 over 100. Remember the price that they had, so they ended up having 7 rands, 8,975. Because we're looking at money, we are supposed to stop where? 2 decimal places. So when you round off that, you end up having 90. You understand? Another method would be, you come from this amount of money that you're seeing here, this one already here. It will be 1 over times 699. Sorry, 655. 15 over 115 times 60 rands 55 cents. You still get the same. You still get the same answer. All right. So we have 2 methods. All right. The other thing they would ask you about the slip, like this, a till slip. They can ask you the date. You understand? Why do we need the date? Sometimes people use the slip to find out where someone was at what time. You understand? That's the date. That's what we usually use. For example, those young ones who take parents' cars and they pretend that they had gone to the mall to shop, a parent can easily find out where they were using a slip. Using a slip. All right. Not only do we have VAT on till slips, we have VAT also on bank statements. Let me show you an example. All right, let's look at this example. The person bought a pair of ice skates for 1,565 rands, 99. VAT included. That simply means that this price already includes what? VAT. And they're asking you, determine the price of the ice skates, VAT excluded. This simply means when we remove VAT, how much do we remain with? This is done in 2 sections. I'm going to show you right now. The person bought the ice skates for this much money, which is 1,565 rands 99 cents, including VAT. Now they want us to determine the price of the items, which are the ice skating items. These ones here. The money is here. This includes VAT. But now they want us to exclude VAT. How are we going to do this? What we're going to do, remember what I showed you, that we have exclude, then we have VAT, we have include, This is not all needed because you're looking at 3 marks, but you have to remember this. Remember, this is my first example I'm showing you. So we are excluding the answer. We say the answer equal to the amount times the percentage I want over the percentage I have. So this will be the amount that we have is 156.5,99 times, what do I want? I want excluded. So times 100 over, remember what I have right now. They say my price that I have already has VAT on it. So it simply means here. So it's 115. What answer do I have? That simply means 156.99 times 100 over 115. So the answer I have here is supposed to be, this is our price excluding VAT. The price excluding VAT is 1,000. The price excluding VAT, we have it as 1,300. The other method would be, get the money that you already have, since you're excluding VAT, which is 1,565.99 cents. Just divide it by 1, 1. The answer you get here will also be VAT exclusive, which will be 1,361.73. All right, allow me to, these are 3 marks. So you do not need to remember, okay, you don't need to write all this, but remember the formula and how to interpret it. Amount is the value that's given to you in this scenario, times what the percentage you want. In this scenario, we wanted the exclusive percentage. So we put it there, 100. So it's 100 times the percentage that I have. What I have in this scenario is I already have VAT included. So when I come to my table here, VAT included is right here. That's why I have 115. Then I put in my calculator, I get the answer like that. The other method, it would be this, which is you get the money just because we are excluding, we divide by 1,15. All right. Shall be looking at another example. Or in simple terms, we can say, if I'm looking for the value of VAT, I will say 15 over 100 times the price that has no VAT. Here I'm looking for the value of VAT, how much VAT is paid. Right? Then the other one is supposed to be, what if the price already includes VAT? So it means that I should take 15 over 115 times the price including VAT. When the price excludes VAT, we use this. When the price includes VAT, we use this. When you're looking for the value of VAT, what about if I need to include? I will do this other way around. I will take the amount given to me times 15% plus the same amount given to me. That's if I'm including. This is step number 1. Oh, sorry, method number 1. Then another method would be price. Definitely, if it's telling me to include, the price will be excluding VAT. So the price that excludes VAT times 1,115. When I do this, I'll be including VAT. So if I'm excluding, I'll get the price including VAT, and I will divide it by 1,15. This is method number 1. If I'm excluding, what else can I do? Let me see.